Hi, Teresa Timms, President TDR Mortgage. We are going to talk about something super cool today, careers in the title industry. And I'm here with Marlena De La Rosa, Vice President of SoCal Title. Say hello, Marlena.
Hi, how are you all doing? Thank you, Teresa, for having me.
You're welcome. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you, thank you.
This topic or career topic, I think, is pretty obscure. A lot of people don't think in high school, oh, I want to go into the title industry, do they?
It's true. This is so true.
Before we get started, just give me like a brief overview. A lot of the people that watch my channel are watching because I talk about mortgage and real estate. Title insurance is something that we have to have on all transactions where there's a loan. Can you give me just a brief overview of what exactly is, when I say title, what does that mean? Title insurance?
Title insurance is protection. When you purchase a property, you need to make sure that there's no liens on that property. Nothing that when you become the owner is going to hinder you from having a clean slate.
Got it. So thank you. Now you started, you're kind of like an OG title gal. You started
33 years ago. So
33 years ago.
33
How old
years
are
ago,
you exactly?
right? Yes,
That's a girl's secret though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about when you started in title. What did that look like? We're going to talk about careers in the title industry, support, management, sales. What kind of income do title people make? Where do you work? Those kind of things, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Tell me about when you first started in title.
Well, when I first started in title, ironically, I was pregnant with my first child. I was 18 years old.
Wow.
And I was actually pushing carts for Albertsons, and I got a call from my cousin who is longer than me in title, and she says, hey, we need a receptionist. So I'm like, hey, let me go get basically a desk job, right? Because I was pushing carts at the time.
So before you started working at title, you worked at a grocery store.
At a grocery store.
That's it?
Uh-huh,
So
that's
you've
it.
only ever done title?
I've only ever done title.
Wow. So
Yes.
she is like a title guru.
Yes.
Let's go with that. What kind of careers? So first, if you have brand new experience and you don't have a lot of job or degree or education, what kind of job would you start in?
For title, I started as a receptionist. So I would say that's probably
Entry level.
That could be entry level. Starting point would be a receptionist, front end person. So that way, what happens with that is you kind of graduate into different sections within the title industry as to being help for that unit, basically.
Got it. If you start as a receptionist at a title company, are you limited to just certain areas, or are these jobs nationwide, or where all do you work?
I think it's broad. I for sure think it's broad, and it just depends on, for instance, for myself, what I did is I came in as a receptionist, and then how I graduated to the next level was they needed help in the foreclosure department. And back when I started in those days, there was a lot of those going on.
Right.
So I would say, I guess it would just depend on overflow. What type of unit, what type of the work inside, if there's overflow and they need help, that's where that person would kind of come into play. And that's how I did it.
When someone is looking at a career in title and they're like, okay, I want to go somewhere, I want to make a lot of money. Like, what would the career trajectory look for somebody? Like, tell me about your career trajectory. How did you move up into being like this amazing title, top producing superstar?
So basically, I was sat behind a desk for many years. I traveled to outside of the area, Orange County. Then when I came back to the Inland Empire, I started working at a place called United Title, and with that,
I love that. That was
Yes.
my company back
Was
before
it?
2008. Yeah.
Yes, I loved United Title. And what happened was they asked me, hey, would you ever look at the opportunity of going out in the field and being a sales rep? And I'm like, well, never knew what that looked like, right?
Mhm.
And I'll never forget driving around the first time with my sales manager back then and getting just a little bit of taste of what that would look like. And here I am.
So as a loan professional, I'm very used to having title reps call on our company because I would be realtors and loan people are who you support, right? And title people have always come into the office, and it's like we are solicited by title people to send real estate deals and to send loan deals to you. And why do we do that?
Because what we're doing is we're providing that title insurance policy, letting each, the buyer, the seller, or in case of a refi, letting that owner know that there's nothing wrong with the property. That
What we spoke about earlier.
Exactly.
The title
we're
insurance.
ensuring that there's no encumbrances, no liens on that property, and we're providing that title policy.
Now, you recently became owner at SoCal Title. Prior to that, when you worked, what other companies you worked for?
I've worked with a few.
So let's just say that a big title organization in San Bernardino County. How many title representatives would a company have normally?
Normally, like 10 would probably be a good number.
Okay,
Yeah.
for a big company.
Yes.
So and would you say the opportunity in title, I don't know, for me, I'm like, okay, what position pays the most money? So sales always is going to pay more money, right? Because it's
I think in
commission.
any industry, right?
Yeah, in any industry for sure. And then management positions. In management, like what kind of background does somebody need to have to go into management at a title company?
So as I've seen with the title companies, how that works is maybe there was reps like myself that became a sales manager.
Okay,
Maybe that sales manager then graduated into an override of the county manager. So I think a lot of it happens within. And if
it's like on the job training.
On the job training. And then usually title companies, what they do, if they're in need of that certain position and they don't have it within, what they'll do is they'll look elsewhere at other title companies. So that's kind of how the title world works. And
I've been doing home loans since 1998, and a good title professional, from a rep to a title officer. So those are the people that I interface with the most. And can you explain what a title officer is and does?
So what I'm doing is I'm going out and I'm creating those relationships. I'm working with you, the mortgage loan officer. I'm working with you, the realtor, and I'd like you, when you have a client, to use my title company as the title company for that policy. What I'm doing is I'm handing you off to my title officer, who is doing the actual fundamentals, the work, the search, the making sure that everything's free and clear. That is what the title officer does.
Now they are doing what I consider kind of like legal work, but they're not a legal professional. Am I right? I mean, because they're
and I think I would more say anything that is recorded, life-changing, anything against a property is what we are searching. So it's public record.
Okay, got it. Public record.
Yeah.
And what would you say to someone looking to get into the title industry? What are some tips, tricks? What are some things with your own career do you value and hold closely, and why would you recommend this type of career to someone?
This is honestly, it's the best thing I could have done, both for being a single mom, as I am, and for the love I have for people. I build relationships. This is what we do. And I'm constantly doing this all day. This is what my job entails, is just building relationships, helping you with transactions. Even within a transaction, a file inside my office, I love to dig deep into that file. So it's building relationships, it's being out and about, it's meeting new people, it's building a community, it's connecting people like you, resources that I give to you to help you in your business and with your growth.
On a level as a loan officer, I guess a broker owner of a company, what could you tell other loan officers why they should seek out a quality title rep, title professional to assist them with success to their transactions?
So I think that the loan officer and myself have a lot in common. We're both working and reaching to the realtors.
We do.
Correct?
Right, correct.
So what I like to do is I like to work with loan officers and helping them with their refinances. And then what we do is we build relationships to where we can go out and seek that realtor together.
Got it. Well, I love it. And I thank you so much for
Absolutely.
coming on with me today and sharing what that looks like. We always want to try to help our community in any market that you're in any industry you're in. If you found any interest to this, or if there are any other topics that you'd like us to explore, like me to explore, I'm always looking to find and give information to my community. And if you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance, you can contact me at 909-920-3500. Marlena, how can people reach you?
I'm Team M&M with SoCal Title, and I'm 909-816-7145.
I just had one closing thing. Would a consumer contact you to help them out with title insurance?
Absolutely. I have a lot of my agents who take listings and they put me in contact with their sellers and any questions that they may have through the transaction.
I just want to add one more thing. People a lot of times don't give thought to title insurance or title professionals because, I mean, most of the time it's not an issue. But when it is an issue, it can make or break a transaction. And I can tell you in many instances, I've dealt with Marlena and professionals such as herself that I know have made a huge difference in getting the transaction through. I mean, there's so many moving parts to a real estate transaction, but when you work with a quality team, you have quality results.
Absolutely.
I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.